Okay guys, welcome back. We just had one of our regular wholesalers here. It's here every day who brings me multiple cars, and I asked him if I'm an asshole, and he said absolutely not, I'm not. And I treat him the same way I do. Like, I tell it to him the way it is. It's real. And if he asks me to do something that's wrong, I tell him no, I'm not doing it. And Mike was here every day getting his cars fixed. This video is about, I see a lot of Valvoline Restore and Protect videos, and I don't want people, the average people, to be afraid to use the product. Now, they had another product that was, I think it was the Restore. It wasn't Restore and Protect. But Valvoline had another product that was very aggressive in removing contaminants, and what they found out is that in very sloppy engines, it could fill up your oil filter very fast. So Caleb has done 2 oil changes, and I just wanted to get this open, but I want to show you. Let me cut this. 3? Well, I'm not going to cut open a metal one.
Yeah.
That's just too much work for me.
Yeah.
So I'm going to cut this open, and we're going to talk about that. So if your engine is dirty and skanky inside and has way too much carbon and yuck deposits and all that stuff, you need to be concerned if your oil filter is going to hit bypass, if it's going to hit the bypass part of it sooner than later. So we're just going to peel this one open. Now, this came out of actually a good running car. That's what you would expect in between oil changes on a clean engine. So some of the videos that I see out here with Restore and Protect, they're showing you that the paper, this is cotton, most of it, right?
I have no idea.
I'm pretty sure it's cotton fiber, most of it. That they're just packed and caked in with crap. That doesn't mean the oil is bad.
That just means that you have a lot of contaminants.
That means your inside of your engine are just disgusting. And what you need to do if you're trying to cleanse the inside of your engine is not change the filter more often and find out what the oil effects are on your engine. And then we're just like, I'm not getting super scientific with you guys, but if you're trying to clean up a dirty engine, and I'm just going to peel off paper, and this is actually good. I don't see no crusties. I do see some shiny silver in here, but that could be just from it rolling around in our thing up here, because we use this for many different things. Yeah. But if you're going to use a cleaning additive for your engine, you need to see what the effects are, and the filter is a good place to start. So don't go and change your oil knowing your engine is a sloppy mess inside. It's got carbon and chunks and tons of debris, and say, all right, I'm going to drive this car for another 5,000 miles, which you shouldn't be doing anyway, before you pull the filter down and inspect it. If you have a metal filter, it's quite a bit of work to open that, but you're going to have to figure it out, or you're going to have to pay someone to figure it out. Like, hey,
we're just change your filter every 1,000 miles while you're using that aggressive of an oil.
Yeah, a good rule of practice is like Caleb was saying. I'm going to try and get this one open for you too. This is out of a Volkswagen. But how many miles were on that Volkswagen yesterday?
With that white one?
Yeah.
I don't remember. It was pretty high mileage. 180, something like that.
So this is a good example here. So this is 180,000 mile Volkswagen, new customer. He's been here 2 or 3 oil changes.
He's got some other work done.
We've got his vehicle up to snuff, and it's going to be hard. Grab that phone. Ready? Look at the difference in the oil filter from this one, gasoline engine, to this one. This vehicle here had less mileage. This is out of less than 100,000 mile vehicle. This is a higher mileage vehicle, and we're opening up. So this filter here is doing its job, but you can see that it's got a little bit of chunkies here and there in it. So now that I know this for this guy's car, we're going to switch him from bottled full synthetic to a Valvoline Restore and Protect, and then I'm going to tell him to come back
in about 1,000 miles.
In about 1,000 miles, so we can pull the filter. But this is good information for me on a high mileage vehicle. I don't know where he was getting his service done before us, but he's been back ever since, and he feels the difference in the way that we maintenance his car. That's for sure, or he wouldn't be back. But you can see this here. This is a prime example. And I don't know how far over did he go on his oil change, or did he stick to the sticker?
I don't remember. I wasn't paying attention.
But this filter is nowhere near as clean as this filter, right? And this filter here, and I don't know, by design, I would say, I'm just going to do some math here. This is probably possibly potentially 50% more filter capability than this.
I would say 100% more. It's twice the size.
Well, whatever. I'm just saying in general, we're saying this filter here is super clean that we've did an OCI on.
Yeah.
Right? Clean. And now I'm going to tell you, if the engine was dirty and the oil's going to clean, right? The filter's going to collect. This guy definitely doesn't know how dirty the inside of his engine is. But the point is, if you're trying to clean your engine, you need to pull your filter out within the first 1,000 miles of running that car and find out what's going on. It can only hold so much before the filter doesn't do anything anymore. And that's a fact. And that's why even more carbon deposits and sludge and things build up, because your filter is no longer filtering. No different than your pool filter. Like you ever have a pool filter that was clogged, and then you let it go and you let it go, and then what do? You clean the pool filter, run it again.
Or the filters in your AC units.
Same
for
thing.
people who have
Same
window
thing.
units
it can
still.
only hold so much. And when people say that the oil filter can go 10 or 20,000 miles, it's all lies. It could if your engine is crispy clean.
But at that point, your filter's no longer going to look like this. You're going to start looking like this anyway.
Right, it's going to start to change and cause deposits. So the point of the story is, I see guys out there saying not such good things about Valvoline Restore and Protect. It's not necessarily the oil's fault. The oil's doing its job. The filter's doing its job.
It's the consumer.
The consumer or the mechanic needs to communicate better to the customer, saying, "Hey, we need to see this car back faster than normal for an oil filter inspection." And hey, it's going to cost you $50, but
It's worth
it's worth us pulling the filter down, cutting it open, see what's going on,
possibly saving your motor.
saving the motor, or many benefits. So if you really want to get technical with it, I mean, you definitely need to. Like, look at that. That's a chunky. And that's on the inside. There's another one.
Yeah.
So that isn't from me laying around inside here, because this was already folded up, so they're not just getting in there.
Yeah.
And you can see how dark color it still is. But that's all, guys. Thanks for watching.